Hello and welcome. A little bit early, a little bit late, I don't know. I'm here exactly when I'm meant to be. I am going to be continuing the build of Horus Ascended. It's been a while, but as you can see on there, I've been building lots and lots of other things. How are you all doing? Thank you so much, guys. It's fantastic to see. I haven't even announced this, that I would be continuing with this, but already there's three of you. There's three members straight away. So thank you so much. That's fantastic. Yeah, as I say, been very busy with lots of other content and things on the channel recently. So yeah, thank you for your patience. I will try and live stream a bit more often. And so yeah, okay, everything's set up. Let's just crack on with it. Haven't got much to do to complete. So yeah, we're gonna crack on. I think I was on my way to, the only thing I did extra was kind of glue the base and clean up that piece. That's it. I haven't glued him onto his actual base yet. I will magnetize it. Yeah, it's not really needed, but you're gonna need to. I would say magnetize it. Magnetize. Maybe put two, one there and one there would do the trick. Magnetize that. And I think I'm gonna have to do something here with magnetizing this. Anyway, let's get my tools and things out and ready, because I've been building other things today. This pretty much, really been enjoying this kit. This good old Invocatus doesn't take too long to put together actually. So yeah, how are you all doing? Realizes you paused yours. Gifted membership. What's this? That sounds cool. Pause mine because of the placement of the pelt, which is kind of tricky with the head, at least on yours. Curious. Okay, Christoph. Yeah, I'm up for that. Let's get going with that today. Yeah, it's remarkable, isn't it? How sometimes some parts of miniatures. Oh dear, that wasn't very good. Luckily, that's saved. It's remarkable, isn't it? How some parts of miniatures you kind of build certain parts, like we're going to do a sub-assembly kind of thing here, and then later on that could have consequences. It's a bit, it is a bit odd how that sometimes works out, but yeah, hope you're all doing. George was gifted a membership. Wow, you gifted George a membership. That's really kind of you. No way. I didn't know you could gift memberships. That's all new to me. Anyway, I've got videos and things sorting themselves out in the background, exporting, processing, whatever. Right, so this is this, and then I'm trying to kind of get them the right order. So that's this. So that will go there. Oh, actually, there's two of them. Oh dear. This may be a bit tricky. I mean, I can only see like three. Is there another one right at the end? I guess not. Have I already got three? Is this a duplicate piece? Can't be. Well, we'll have to just work this out, won't we? I'm thinking this one will go there. Maybe. Yeah, that does go in there. Okay. Right, let's get cracking. Yeah, this won't take the full 3 hours. I don't think anyway. This is just a bit of a kind of finishing touches. This mini. So, how has all of your days been? Were you able to get the rest of your Astra Militarum if you collect them? Feels like it's been such a long time since I live streamed though. What's your favourite army? Titans. Definitely. Probably have to use the heat gun. Okay. All right. Well, I'll. Yeah, I know where my hairdryer is. So, yeah. Gifting membership is a feature of YouTube. You think membership is way more profitable than super chat? Way more profitable? What, like, what for YouTube? Is it more profitable? I mean, I'm up for anything that supports the creators more. Oh. Because there's so many ads about, isn't there, at the moment, you know. Oh, better move that. You don't want to see the lamp right there. Hopefully that lamp star disappeared. Now this is quite cool. So we've got like a head there, or a few heads hidden among. What's your favourite army, Brandon? You have to use all three. Oh, thank you, Christoph. Thank you. I appreciate that. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut away so that the claws are a thing. I reckon quite a few people just leave them as they are, but that would be wrong. You've got to cut away this flash to get the claws individual. You know, they've modelled them individually for a reason. We'll get them straight. Although they do look more like bear claws than wolf claws. I'm pretty sure it's a wolf. Hence lunar wolves. I guess there are wolves on different planets, you know, that we're not familiar with, and you know, I'm just kind of placing my thoughts on what a wolf is onto the Horus. But your favourite army? That's a tough one. Well, you asked me the question, Brandon, so I'm taking it right back at you, my friend. Personally, you think you'd have to go with your 4th Legion Grand Company. So, your 4th Legion, just say it. Just say 4th Legion then. Just say that. Hello and welcome. Nice to catch you live. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks, Flo. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you. Hello and welcome to you. Minch Marine, you're asking some questions. I said in the review, are we getting our own codex? I thought it was just the god. Are we getting for Iron Warriors? There's a god for Iron Warriors? That's bizarre. What I mean, well, you know what I meant with what I said. I don't need to elaborate. Oh, okay, Revan. Thanks for finding that out. That's useful to know. That is useful to know. Yeah, I didn't think. Yeah, memberships. I think memberships, like when I say memberships, like £2 a month or something, then yeah, Google will take. I think 30% of it. Is it? Do they take 30% of a super chat as well? Yeah, it's a tricky one nowadays. There's so many different ways of supporting creators. You want to find like a balance, one that works for you, but also one that rewards the creators as much as they possibly can. The one that has rewarded me the best, I would say, is like a Forge World voucher. Like that is because then that person is spending exactly the right amount of money. Nobody else is getting that other than like the exchange rate or whatever. And then it can only be spent on a specific thing. Like if you gift money or whatever, then yeah, Google are taking that straight away. And I think they're taking the 30%, and then you're not getting that. You don't see that. Like you have to really go into your analytics to see it broken down, but it's not like you get that instantly or as a completely separate payment. Everything gets bundled in one. But yeah. I hope everyone was successful with the books and things today. I know a few books that were sold out quite quick. I feel your pain, guys. Like it's happened to me loads of times. It's happened to me with boxed games as well that I really wanted to unbox and to review, and I've not been able to get certain things. The Adeptus Titanicus, like Grandmaster Edition, was the classic one for me that I wasn't able to pick up in time, and I was like the first one on the internet that did a review of it. Well, I say a review, you mean an unboxing, really. But so yeah, it's sucks when that happens, but just got to keep moving forward. Just got to, carry on doing what you're doing. It's at the end of the day, yeah, it's a loss. You do lose out on something that you really wanted. But so do they. They lose out on their sale. I get that things have to be put in limited numbers. But if that's the case, then I think they should make them limited for people as well, really. No worries, Brandon. Yeah, show us pictures of your company or whatever you've made so far, made, painted, whatever. It's all the same to me. I think everyone knows this by now. If you show a huge force unpainted, I mean, I know how long these things take to work to earn the money to then pay for them, let alone the time it takes to build them. So, But yeah, no, it'd be good to see your progress so far. It'd be good to see everybody's progress, whatever they're working on. I have to say, I have been a bit lax with the old Horus Heresy. Haven't really built much for them recently. This is the most recent thing. I've been building the World Eaters and with Gloomspite Gits. Quite quite a few people would like some more Gloomspite kits on the channel, so I'm making that a bit of a priority to get all those videos done. I do have enough Gloomspite Gits content for a month. And I probably have about the same content for Soulblight and Lumineth when I'm thinking about it. That's fair enough, Krieg. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, they did, you know, release a lot of Astra Militarum stuff, didn't they? Although I do like the look of the Commissar and the, is it the Lord Castellan? I do like the look of those. That Combat Patrol at £95 though. Ouch. Yeah, they really need some kind of reward scheme or something. That's what I've been saying for years. Yeah, these wolf claws are a bit tricky to clean off. Don't be shy, put in the comments what you're working on this evening, whether it's painting or building or you're just chilling out. If my voice goes, that's because I've been making videos all day. So, but I will be in Discord afterwards, after the video today, because I haven't spoken to a few of you for ages, so. That works. You don't want to go too far through the claw, but definitely far enough. Very silent today, isn't it? Okay. Right, that's that one done. Just got these two to do. And some icons and things. This piece of rock. Let's do this and then carry on with those claws. I really like this piece of the kit. It's quite a cool mini. loads of flash and things on this. Oh, you're painting Iron Warriors, cool. Okay, you're asking Kriegsman that question. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, there's a bit of a few bits of flash on this. Move my chair a bit closer to the desk. That is very, very loose. I think that's going to come off. I don't feel... yeah, it's going to come off. Not the best design, that, is it? I mean, I guess it allows us to get in there to clean the flash off, but still. Well, you know, this is what you can expect from a resin Primark. I think the trade-off is fine. I'd rather have more detail any day. And all this is flash as well. And then there's flash in the centre of this piece, like all the way, even in here. Yeah, Perturabo looks quite cool. I will pick him up. I can't see him getting an Ascended newer version though. It's quite a cool model anyway. I don't know what they could do for an Ascended version too. He's, you know, hasn't really got any gifts from the gods, has he? So it's almost like, what could you do? What could you add to him? I don't know, you tell me, guys. Would you have an Ascended Perturabo? Or actually, which mini would you like to have Ascended out of all of them? All of the Primarks? Angron? I don't know why your comment is held for review. That's bizarre, isn't it? I wouldn't have thought obliterator was a bad word. I mean, if you can only get one, I don't know what you'd get. He was Christoph, yeah, I totally agree. If you read the books and things, I'm sure you have, my friend. Yeah. I don't know, just in the book, he seems bigger in the book. Is this Angron light, or is this how big he's meant to be? I mean, I've got to remember to glue this back on. I need to split it as well. It can look a bit silly if you don't split it. I have no idea how this went back on. I think like that. Fingers are getting such a workout today. Oh God. Oh, I don't know about that. Maybe. Hello, Fog. How you doing? Yeah, definitely worth it. You're working on Valdor Tank Destroyer, nice one. Emperor Ascended. Do you know what Ascended means, my friend? Come on. I mean, also, if someone's sat as well, if someone's lower than they are, clearly they're descended. So shouldn't it be like the Emperor Descended edition? Like all the loyalist versions are D something. Oh, descended, decapitated, depunctured. I don't know. Like, pick your word. Emperor Descended edition, where he's descended on his throne. The Emperor's Golden Throne miniature would be cool. Oh, definitely, and Malkador. Like, they would be cool minis to have, even if they don't do anything on the battlefield. Would be cool to have them in miniature form, and people would buy them. Like, I don't think they have to be. Forge World have to be kind of cautious of them not selling. This is nail-biting stuff here. Tell you, one too much force, and these will break. Look at that post. I don't know about that. Yeah, about that. I don't think that should exist. In fact, I don't even know where it'll go, but I don't think that does exist, though. I think we can get rid of it. We'll get rid of that closer to the time. Oh, that's the one thing I didn't do, is it? I didn't get the hairdryer and bend that back a bit, which is fine because it's hanging like it just should be hanging, so that's okay. we put the sword on. Then there was an extra skull, which we did put on. That's the extra skull. Yeah, and we put that little piece on, and we put his cloak on. There was this that we needed to put on, this little trinket on his... Well, there's 2 trinkets, isn't there? Did we put 1 trinket on? Tell me we did. Where's the other trinket gone then? I'm going to put his spikes on actually, because I can't find where this other trinket is. Unless it's over here, which it is. Let's just put his spikes on. So there's quite a few small pieces in this kit. Likewise, where does this go? Goes on his side before you put his arm in, but we kind of skip that part. Do they have a Horus Ascended model? I can't remember. I don't think they do. That would be cool though, to have a little Horus model. If we don't already have one. Or maybe we already do and it's just called Horus. Not Horus Ascended. Oh yeah, this is going to be an absolute pain to put under there. I've just realised. There is a gap though, so they should join up with those. Oh. Where did that go? There it is. Cool. Oh, thank you, Christoph. Thank you, I appreciate that. Just use the old Horus model. Hey, Sampler, how you doing? Yeah, that's really useful. Thank you, Christoph. I don't think it, I don't think that is meant to go on like so. I mean, it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but. Oh, oh, perfect fit. Now we just need the glue. Let's throw some glue in. Oh no. Oh. Don't you hate it when you dry fit something perfectly and then you're like, ah, now if only that would glue. Oh, how am I going to do this? Tweezers? Don't I have some cool tweezers? Yeah. This is where I then need the, you know, that thing that holds the model in place. That's where I need this. Oh, if only I'd got that for Christmas, right? This is going to come off these tweezers. I'm telling you that right now. Oh, look at Super with his tweezers. What? Hang on. He did it. He actually only went and did it. I don't know whether that would have been easier without the hand on. I'd probably say it would. It would have, yeah. The jury is not out on that decision. Oh, yeah, that sounds good. Tamiya tweezers. Oh, they do sound good. These are Tamiya too. Did I get the wrong ones? No. Ah, there's like curved rev action ones. I think these might be the ones that are closed. £20. Yeah, I might go for them. They look quite cool. I'm usually pretty good with fine detail and things though. I usually don't need to get any. This is like the first time I've used them probably. You know that's going to bug me. I'm the only one that can see that, and that will bug me. So it's time that we got some green stuff. It is very true. It is like Open Hearts, really. Oh, nice one, Victor. Nice one. You're building a Helldrake. Thanks for the 40k, 30k reviews. They've done a lot of good. Oh, nice one. Yeah, no, thank you for that. Thank you for the kind words. I'm glad they've helped. There are about 3,000 videos of mine on YouTube, so I'm glad that, you know, a couple of them helped you. It's always good to hear. Almost got more videos on the channel than Netflix now. Not that I'm going for quantity over quantity, but quantity over quality, sorry. But I did decide to make videos every day. And, you know, now and again I'll skip on a video, but... Right. Christoph, you said you cut yours off, this thing here. So that is what I'm going to do, sir. I'm going to follow your route. Is anyone else looking forward to the end and the death next week? I'm super looking forward to it. I mean, I'm enjoying my Angron novel, but I don't really want to rush it. Like paperbacks, I'm fine. I can whiz through them and rush them, but whoa, special editions, hardbacks and stuff, I'd rather just take my time. Clearly my tool box wasn't, my hobby thing wasn't blessed today. Oh, nice one, nice one. Everybody's just removing their comments. What's this about? This is a bit odd. I think I said we'd put the spikes on him. What are these anyway? Are these like antennas, or don't even know what these are. If anybody's got a history of Horus's armour. I mean, they look very much like sort of comms array antennas. It would make sense too, him being like a war master. Talking about 10th edition already. What new army unit would you wish for? That's a really good question. I don't like to get ahead of myself, really. Not really sure. I'm not really sure about a new army either. No, I'm not really sure about a new army. Would be cool to see like the Emperor's Children though, like as a full faction, not a World Eaters faction, but an actual like Death Guard faction. That would be quite nice. But a brand new army, ooh. Not really sure. Yeah, definitely, Christoph, yeah. I'm interested to see what they do with Fulgrim Model 2. These are really bizarre. Spikes, aren't they? Eidolon and Lucius. Yes, definitely. That would be cool to have them with 40k minis. Can't see why they're not going to. I really can't see why they wouldn't get them. I'll do. Let's repair this. Titan weapons, yeah. I'm all about that. That would be also very cool. I just know that's going to come off. Hopefully it'll stay on though. But we'll see. I'll just clean up these, I think. Super duper Marines. Okay, that's that done. He's going to be on the base somewhere, thinking. We're going to see what magnets we've got today. See if I can magnetise it. Oops. Khan's having a bit of a fit over here. He's going all over the place, isn't he? Yeah, definitely, Sampler. Yeah, I'd want to see a train, like a 40k train or something. I really like the look of the Necromunda minis that they brought out. Okay. Okay, that's that done. Oh, nearly. Kind of want to put these trinkets on because I'm not a big fan of them just sat there. Like, they could get lost at any moment. That's fine. So where does this trinket go? Goes underneath that medallion thing. But yeah, it doesn't. It's kind of like, oh, things are just dangling off this model, I swear. Oh, well, that's nice and solid, isn't it? Now let's see if we can dangle this on. "36-month Emperor Titan badge." I don't know. I'll have a look into that, but I'm pretty sure when I set up memberships, I could only do it for like a 2-year badge. I will have a look for you though, definitely. See what YouTube offer. But I don't think there was a badge for 36 months. I mean, obviously I'll have a look. I just winged that massively. I hope that stays on. A War Master? Oh, hi, I'd love it. If YouTube allow me, tell you what, if YouTube allow me to give you all 36-month badges, then I will definitely find a picture of the War Master and put that as a 36-month one. Maybe I could change the tiers, because I went for the maximum number of tiers as possible. So if I got rid of the lowest tier and then moved everything down a peg, we'll see. I wonder if we can. But when I as I say, when I first set it up, I went for the maximum that I possibly could. So maybe they've changed it since then. I mean, it has been 2 years, hasn't it? Really, since yeah. But that's a huge amount of support right there. And believe me, when I tried to give out sort of free models and free things back in the Patreon days for the different tiers, where if you were a certain tier member, you were put into a draw to win a model every month. But then Patreon shut that down. They said you can't give away things for certain tiers. And then I looked into YouTube's terms, and yeah, you can't do that either. Because like it's kind of like gambling in a way. It's like paying to potentially win something. So yeah, that kind of shot that down too. Good. That's quite solid on there. I like that. We now need to get this thing dangling on his armor too. Where on earth does this go on this armor though? it looks like it goes in the same place. I think it goes in the same place. That's where we're going to put it. You never thought you would reach this length when you started. That's what she said. What? Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Time does fly, but it's a massive amount of support. I'm always very humbled. But I think I've done quite well. You know, I think I've kept up with the daily content most of the time, probably like 99% of the time. There's been like maybe a couple of blips where there's been nothing, or if it's been late. I don't know, very slightly late. I think it's a new tact. What we're going to do is we're going to glue. I don't like doing this at all, but I really don't like it doing that. Especially when I can't find the piece. Where has it gone? No way. Oh no, it's disappeared. Just when I was going to glue it on. Did anyone see that? Did I put it on here? Oh, well that's annoying. I should have put it. Oh, it's right here. That glue would probably be dry out by now. Or not. Maybe it hasn't dried out. It's so wibbly wobbly though. I so don't trust that. I don't trust that, and that is going to come off. Definitely going to come off that. I don't know. You just know that I'm going to be spraying it and it's just going to... Okay, I think that's just, we're just gonna have to leave it there with that. Hello Stanley, how you doing? Thank you. Hope you're well. Uh, 1 month, 2 months, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Okay, I'll have a little look into that then, Sampler. Will there ever be any more Tyranid videos? Will there ever be any more Tyranids? If we get the Tyranids, there will be Tyranid videos, of course. I can't see why there are going to be any Tyranids right now, though, like just this moment. But yeah, definitely. When they are releasing new Tyranids, I'll pick them up, and there will be new videos, of course. They're not my largest Xenos army. I'd probably say that is Orcs. Yeah, Orcs are definitely my largest Xenos army. With Necrons a close second. And I do have a fair few Eldar. But yeah, I'll cover more Tyranids. I like to get some of the big models for Tyranids, like the Harridan and things like that. I really enjoyed the Dimachieron. Maybe Games Workshop will release them for the Space Marine game, Space Marine 2. It's out later this year. I hope so. I was wondering how many Primarks you had in total. Which Primarks are next, and which Legion are you most interested in? I remember you talking about Dark Angels. Really good question, Flo. Thank you. I haven't even reviewed the Tyrant Guard. Oh no, Resin. I haven't even reviewed them. That's because can't you build them two different ways? Or I don't think I own them. I don't think I own the Tyrant Guard. Or what's the kit where you can build two different ones? With the ranged weapons. Aren't they Tyrant Guard as well? Sorry, I'm answering your question as well, Flo. How many Primarks you had in total? Are you counting Demon Primarks? Let's not count Demon Primarks. Okay. All right. If we're not counting Demon Primarks, there's Lorgar, Lion, the Khan, Sanguinius, Magnus, Horus, and then somewhere else I've got I've got 12 Primarks. But it's not, and that's all the resin ones I've got. I haven't included any of the plastic ones at all in that makeup. But yeah, Dark Angels are my main Legion army that I'm collecting in this sort of plastic Horus Heresy release. You'll see their reviews, don't you worry. They're pretty much all built except for the Contemptor. I don't know why I haven't been building that Contemptor. Oh, I know why, because I ran out of magnets. Yeah. But yeah, when I get some more magnets, I'll complete that Contemptor. I got an email the other day from Forgeworld to say, oh, last chance to get the Resin Legion Contemptor Dreadnoughts. Followed the link. All of them sold out already. Oh, great. Thanks for that, Forgeworld. Thanks for sending everybody that email. And then everybody buying the resin kits. I'm not getting the resin plastic combi. You can count me out of that fiasco completely. It's it's a compromise, that what they're doing with the plastic resin kits. It's a compromise. It doesn't make, I don't think it makes us completely happy, and it doesn't make them completely happy. It's almost like, oh well, we have to do something, so here it is. Should have just kept them all in resin. Pardon me. You know. But also offer the plastic ones as well, like as an option. These look more and more like bear claws rather than wolf claws. Some kind of like bear wolf. Okay. And this is the final piece for us to clean. Then we can glue it all together. Oh, satisfying. Let's just read a few more of your comments. Yeah, Raven Guard. I'll be covering Raven Guard flow. Don't you worry. I have it from the Battle Force. Well, in that case, I turned them into the ranged ones, and I did review them. So one of my Primarks might be Alfarius in disguise. I hope so. Alfarius is brilliant. If you've read the book, so cool. Buy a multi-bit with extra iron if you are without iron. Or just eat leafy greens, you know. Or some spinach. Spinach have a bit of iron in. Or some kale. If no more fully resin dreadies, perhaps we... Ooh, well, that's your choice there. Got the word bearers one the day before. Was feared they would sell quickly. Prefer it with the runes, etc. Yeah, me too, Garshall. Yeah, and you'll be seeing my unboxing review of that that dreadnought. I've got the yeah. Someone put me off it. Someone put me off it and said, "Oh, it's not that. You know, is it really that different and things?" Actually, it is, and it's worth it, I think. But I've got Marigal. Is that Marigal? This one, this Contempt Dreadnought, really cool, massive as well, isn't he? I don't have an actual Contempt nearby, but what I do have is a Moirax. It's basically the same size as Moirax, really, almost, for a Contemptor. But yeah, comparing it to like this demon, massive. I mean, it should have a demon on it, really. But anyway, right. Let's put him back. Let's put him back somewhere. Right. Yes. What were we going for? We were talking about the word bearers dreadnought. Yeah, you'll see that dreadnought very soon. It won't be too long before you'll see that. I managed to get most of the dreadnoughts that I wanted to get, so before they all sold out. They'll be made to order, right, guys? Let's face it. They're gonna, if they can revive Lord of the Rings miniatures that were metal from 20 years ago, I'm pretty sure they're going to be able to revive the resin Contemptors. So don't be too displeased if you're not able to pick one up this time. I mean, they have been around for a decent number of years, All I would say is just avoid the plastic resin combination kits. That's the only way you can send a message. Like, you know, if you buy it and then complain, then money talks. And what you've done is you've kind of paid them with a message of, this practice is okay. This is, I accept this. I still want a Legion specific dreadnought. This is the option I have. Here's my money games workshop. No, don't do that. Just the best way to send a message like that to a company is just don't give them your money. Like, don't buy the resin plastic combination kit if it doesn't work for you. It doesn't work for me. So, you know, that's my kind of take on it. It's a tricky one because they can't make every legion have every specific legion have things in plastic. They just can't do that for the full, what, 18 legions or whatever. And I know that's in a lot of people's expectations, you know, oh, we want plastic, full range of plastic Dark Angels, full range of plastic. No, that's not going to happen. But yeah, so it is a shame. I wonder if we were kind of warned that it was going to happen when they pulled all the resin weapons from the store as well. I wonder. That was like a precursor, wasn't it? Maybe. Let's have a look. Okay, showing the gains. What? I love how you spelt Primark. That's excellent, Brandon. Oh, excellent. Primani. So much is missing. The pauldrons, knee pads are so unique. Definitely, Christoph. Yeah. This is what I've said in a number of videos now. Like, so much is missing. It's I don't like to use their mantra, but I think in this case they're definitely following it, which is less is more. Make less, do less, design less, and charge more money. Like, it's really sad when I see things like this happen, because you know that they can do it. I've completely messed up that claw hugely. That claw might even be clipped off. I've really screwed up that claw because I was not concentrating. Great. Can I rescue the claw? Probably not. Maybe I can rescue it. Yeah, that looks better than it did. Still not the greatest. If Peter Turbo. Wow. Oh, I love the spell check this evening. Peter Turbo. I'm just going to call him that from now on. Wow, that's made me chuckle. Oh, that's better than Angry Ron. That really is. Peter Turbo. Oh, fantastic. was able to become a Demon Primark of Chaos Undivided. Is Horus Ascended also Demon Primark at this point? Yes, yes, Flo. Yes, Horus is definitely a Demon Primark at this point, yeah. Horus Ascended. He's completely ascended. He's been given his powers. I'm not quite sure whether this is insert spoiler about spoiler here. You know, let's just say I'm not sure whether this is just before he's on the bridge, you know, looking over Terra. I'm not sure whether this is then, or whether this is before the spoiler thing happens. I would say this is quite early on in his ascended ship. I don't know what you'd call that, ascended state maybe, but I don't think he gets much bigger and beefier than this. I think this is pretty much it for him. You've got to understand, like, all of the chaos powers and gods and stuff are like pouring into him at this point. It's not like one chaos god has completely favoured him, like Angry Ron over there, you know, or Fulgrim when we see Fulgrim. I want to see how big the Emperor's going to be compared to him, though. I mean, he can't be much bigger, but then again, Magnus is a big boy. Oi! Come off. Thank you. Magnus is a fair bit taller. Magnus Ascended, anyone? I mean, it's entirely possible that the Emperor could be bigger than Horus. It's entirely possible that the Emperor could be as tall as Magnus. It'd be a bit strange if he wasn't. Oh, tell you what, Magnus's base is magic. It's a kind of magic. All right, where are you going then? Okay. Oh, we might have to give up with this. Note to self, don't casually just take Magnus off his base. I knew that would happen. I knew it. Oh. Right. I'm annoyed. He's going over there. We're gonna sort him out later. So you thought you'd tune in for one Primark live stream build, and now you're getting two for the price of one. Magnus is so fragile though. Luckily, I think only a couple of pieces came off him, but still quite annoying. Okay, that's that claw done. Right, we can focus on the cloak now. Right, so we've got this piece. I'm really tempted to find out what piece number 36 is. 36. I mean, I don't know which piece it is out of the three. Ah, it's probably this piece actually. Would that go in that way? I don't know. Maybe. It's got to be this piece, really. It has to be this piece. Can't think it'd be any other piece. And then this is definitely this one right here. Which goes on to this one. So that goes there, maybe? Oh yeah, that certainly goes in there. Yep, good, good, good. Okay. This is one piece that I haven't prepared yet. Don't know why. I don't know why I was... Ah, okay, that's why. It's very true. Very, very true. Oh, thank you, Aaron. Appreciate that. Thank you for your kind words. I hope you're enjoying all the content. Oh, it's okay. Magnus will be fine. He's going to get resurrected anyway, isn't he? Let's face it. All of these demon Primarks just always come back. He's like a stubborn stain, and you just can't remove them, you know, permanently. You know, can't use Sillet Bang on them. Our Grey Knight's the universe's, the galaxy's version of Sillet Bang for demons. Yeah, probably. I'd like to see more Grey Knights working with Custodes. I think it's quite cool. The knife gives Soups the holy glow on his hands. The holy glow? Really? The holy glow? I don't know about that. Certainly doesn't feel very holy when I'm, you know, a knife goes through one of my fingers. And it's blood for the blood god. I mean, I don't mind bleeding all over my World Eater models. Can't believe it. No blood at all was spilt through the building of Angryron. I can't believe it. Just cleaning up Horus's 5G signal antennas, or whatever he uses. Quite cool, actually. Do you think we'll see more plastic Custodes kits? Oh, I don't know. Well, like, are you specifically wanting like a plastic Galatus or plastic Telemon? I could see both of them coming out in plastic. Unfortunately, like I could, yeah. I'm not sure whether it's needed or wanted. It's going to take a long time to build them, and I don't think they're going to be that much cheaper. Plastic palace, I'm all over that. You know, give me a plastic palace. I'm, you know, 70 odd pounds or whatever those little vehicles are now. Yeah, it would be nice, but I don't know. Like, I think they're mainly focusing on plastic Space Marines, aren't they, right now? And any of the other new stuff that we've had for the plastic game, I guess, for Horus Heresy, has come out of Forge World. Like, we had some new assassins, but they were resin. We've got that was announced this week. We've got another resin assassin, but this time it's going to be a traitor assassin. So yeah, I don't know. Anything new? I mean, I guess the only new thing we've had really is the Kratos tank in plastic. Everything else has just been kind of moved over. I mean, I'd like to think so. They certainly could do a plastic Coronis and a plastic Palace and the Dreadnoughts. I know someone with like 6 Telemon Dreadnoughts or something crazy, so he would be very happy to add more to his collection. That's not me, by the way. It's someone has, I think, 6 Telemons. Or was it 4? I can't remember. Anyway, I think we're ready to sort of glue that on. Yeah, that works quite well. No, I don't have 6, no. You already have a Contemptor. Thinking of getting a Leviathan or Redemptor for your Custodes. You can't use them sampler. Like, they're not in the Custodes book, a Leviathan or a Redemptor. Sorry to sort of, bring that news to you, but I mean, it's nothing stopping you like painting them gold. Like, you know, you can paint them whatever colour you like, but they're not in either of the books. So yeah, and I don't think Custodes generally. Well, you've got Calatus Dreadnought, haven't you? I guess. Yeah, I don't know whether that'll go in correctly, this one. Seems a bit odd. You're not happy with the Royal Mail strikes? They're sending you a parcel back after paying for it to get to Canada. Well, yeah, no, that's not good. I hope they give you all your refund and things. Freak. Well, yeah, I mean, you know, I've always said like a Custodes Stormbird would look cool as well, or a Custodes Thunderhawk. Yeah, I don't know. I don't feel quite right with this piece. Doesn't give me a lot of confidence. And then this piece should be over there, like that, should it? Yeah, I see what you mean, Christoph. These pelts are really awkward. Yeah, they are really, really awkward, aren't they? No, that's definitely going on there. I mean, that pelt would be fine. Yeah, that pelt would be fine. Yeah, it's this particular pelt, isn't it? It doesn't quite fit. Yeah, it doesn't quite fit in correctly. Part of me wants to shave it down to nothing, but okay, thank you for that. Yeah. They should. It's been agreed with the buyer. Right. So they've got you've got your parcel back, and you're now choosing a different courier. Okay, fair enough. Sorry, Sampler. I'm getting really confused. You could field what, the Thunderhawk I was talking about, or I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about now. Sorry. Because we can always go back to that default. You know, we could have a carton of milk and use that in a game, as long as your opponent's happy with it. Call it a War Master Titan. We can always go back to that. That's always the default. So there is no debate at that point. There's just no debate. You know, might as well just be using empty Coke cans or something as miniatures. You know, because if the other, it's up to the other person, isn't it? It's up to the other person. If they're happy, you can use what you like. It doesn't even need to be the model. It doesn't even need to be painted or anything. You know, at that point in the sort of build up in the game, it would be the same for me. Like if you're playing against me, I'm really easy. I'd let you use anything pretty much, as long as, you know, because that's what you're there to have, isn't it? Fun at the end of the day. But if you're just trying to one up or get around stuff, then it's a bit sad, really. It's like, oh, I'll use all this because I can. Well, yeah, but if everybody did that, then no one would buy any miniatures, and we wouldn't have this awesome hobby and these awesome miniatures, would we? We wouldn't, if people didn't use the miniatures that existed. You know, it just wouldn't exist. It is a business, isn't it? That's the thing. No, and I think it's fantastic that a lot of people have bought miniatures, and you know, because that's the only way we'll get newer ones and really cool ones. Like everything that's coming out this year is because of everybody buying the miniatures over the past 2 years, because normally these cycles last for that long, don't they? So yeah, all of the miniatures we're going to get this year is pretty much thanks to the lockdowns and stuff, and all of that, and how popular it was. You know, I know it was popular during that time, because obviously I have that affiliate link, and I know how much, you know, people were using the affiliate link, which is amazing. Really was fantastic. And I have no idea where this attaches, Christoph. I have no idea. I think it goes in. Oh, I had the hole there. There. I think it goes in that hole, and then well, it definitely goes in that hole, and then where it goes from there, I have no idea. I think I want to say it goes under, like in there, like there, yeah. I think. Yeah, that's where we're going with that. If I buy a Redemptor, if I buy a Redemptor, yeah, but I'm really getting confused. Sorry, Samley. You're gonna have to explain it further. If you buy a Redemptor that isn't in the Custodes army whatsoever, then you can use it. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I don't know how that works. Like, so are you saying if I buy like Gilliman and I want to use him as a captain, that works too? I don't understand. It's not the same model. It's completely different. I'm getting really confused by what you're saying. You're basically proxying models that aren't even the same model. Like, we might as well proxy rhinos as predators and things like that. That's really bizarre. But well, I mean, I don't know how it's a bizarre way of playing games and just keeping track of what's what. Like I said, at that point, you might as well just nobody bring any models and just bring like kitchen utensils. Yes, put it under the right side. Thank you, Christoph. Thank you. Very helpful, sir. Thank you. Okay, right. We'll put this on here, and we'll put this on here, and then we'll go there and pop that in there, I think. Yes, yes. Oh, brilliant. Oh, that fits really well. Thank you. That needs to go in there, just like that. Sorry, I'm going back to your other point. Buying OG GW. Okay, buying Games Workshop models and setting up cardboard cutouts is way different. It's not. Sorry, Sampler, but if you've completely avoided what you've wanted to kind of say, and I'll say it for you. I don't know why you've avoided it, but I'll say it for you because you haven't. You want to proxy. You want to buy a Redemptor Primaris Space Marine model, and you want to proxy it as a Custodes Telemon Dreadnought. No, they're completely different. That's the same as me using like a Coke can or a cardboard cutout. It's not the same model. It's no way close. It's a completely different era. Custodes don't have access to those. Custodes only have access to the plastic Contemptor Dreadnoughts because of the Galatus and the other one, and they called them Contemptor. And Games Workshop wanted to make money out of the horrible plastic Contemptor Dreadnought that was released. You know, when they released the, what was it, Betrayal at Calth or something? I think it was Betrayal at Calth. That's the only reason why. Anyway, going way off topic, wasn't the original post about what I'd like to see plastic wise for Custodes? And I've already agreed. I've already said, yeah, you know, it would be good to have plastic Telemon or a plastic Galatus or Cronus. Don't think we'll ever get a plastic Ares or whatever. No, I don't think we will. It's just too much of a specific kit. And Lord of War as well, which, yeah. Does that mean we can only use one of them? So we can only use Valdor or an Ares gunship? Like, that sucks a little bit. Oh yeah, that old Contemptor Dreadnought, just, it was terrible. It really was. What an abomination. Right, we're supposed to put a wolf's head here. Oh, that goes on quite well. I think, Christoph, this is lulling me into a false sense of hope. this kit right now. Where does this extra pelt go? Like, does it go there? It must do, right? It must kind of... This is definitely lulling me, because I know I'm going to have some issues when I put this on. Yeah, that definitely doesn't go on right, does it? I'm using a bit of force because he can take it. So many parts on him that could just fail. Worse than Magnus as well. There is a gap there though, definitely. How do you even get rid of that gap? Maybe, is the gap meant to be there? They kind of don't have a gap where they're coming from though, do they? No. I think heat, you're right. I think heat is the only option, Christoph. Ah, the gap is your problem. Well, we share a problem together because it's both of our problems. Look, that gap. What causes that gap then, sir? Let's get to the bottom of this. What causes that gap, indeed? Well, it's not too bad if you push it. Like, I'm going to knock his antennas off. I knew I was going to do that as I said it. Oh, and I've knocked that off as well. Great. Wow. So that's the big issue with this this mini. Is this cape? Oh, we're going to have to put this back on. There we go, that's that fixed. Let's put the antennas back on. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to solve this one. It certainly is a bit of a tricky one, this. Okay. But thank you for your help so far, Christoph. I do appreciate it. You say you've kind of halted production of him. That's the words I'd kind of use, which is, yeah, understandable if you get to this point and then the pelt doesn't go on the way you want it to. Completely understand that. I've done that on a few models, I think. Okay, so that's that fix. So we've fixed and we've gone back to the save point, I want to call it. Yeah, no, we'll have that back where that was. So fragile though, right? I think all the Primarks are a bit fragile, especially that Magnus. Okay, that's, yeah, that's fine. What I'll do is I'll just glue that wolf head on right there, because that's not really going to go anywhere once that's on. I actually got it without a gap, but then the holes for the antenna aren't visible anymore. The holes for the antenna aren't visible anymore. What are your thoughts on the rumor about new Terminators? Tell me what the rumor is. Don't just leave me hanging, Drew. Tell me, what's the rumor? We're going to get new Terminators? Are all Terminators going to be this big? So you got it without the gap, but then you can't see the holes for the... okay. I think it's to do, right, with this piece here. I think this piece needs a fair bit shaving off it. Can we break this piece off? Because there's an overlap there, and I don't think that this lends itself to that overlap. I mean, you can push it all the way. But then there's this piece here. I think it's to do with this shoulder pauldron. I think the shoulder pauldron needs to be a bit further in. We've gone past that point now, so what I might do is heat it, because we can get it, the holes for the... I mean, you want it central like that, but you also want... Should they all be at the same level? Yeah, that's a tricky one. Definitely tricky, that. I don't even think I should be gluing it on anyway. I think I probably would rather paint it and then put that on, because it's going to be a nightmare to get underneath all that. And his cloak. Okay. But anyway, we are at that point, and what we could do is this. Then, does this then go on there, does it? Let's see where this goes. Oh. This should go on there. So, a little bit further back. Yeah, that is a gap, isn't it? Definitely. Yeah, it is that gap. Everything else fits quite well. But that is a big gap. I don't even know if heat treatment can solve that. I wonder if there's meant to be a bigger gap in that shoulder pauldron. The thing is, wow. Oh. Thing is, this isn't going anywhere. So we're just going to have to glue that on, and that'll be fine to glue that on. True scale. Give off it. Primarks aren't true scale. Get off it. Indomitus pattern. I could probably see them, you know, having Terminator / armor for Primaris probably. I can see Primaris having Terminator armor. Yeah, I mean they've got Indomitus pattern, so exactly. The scale is the scale, and the scale is all over the place, and that's just not my opinion. I've gone around and talked to all the designers, and that's what they've told me. So I don't know, unless you were there as well talking to them. Yeah, it's everything is getting bigger and bigger. Everything, except for Gloomspike Gits. They're staying the same size. We're just going to put his pelt on like so, and then we're going to come back to the rest of the pelt. And we're probably going to tidy this up and put a few things on his base. They're saying don't glue this, so this is, I don't know what this is going to be. Is it just going to be like goes under and then, okay, so can that be glued onto that though? Why wouldn't it be glued onto? I don't see why that couldn't be glued onto that. I don't know. I don't see how that can't just be glued onto this piece right here. I might do that, you know, because then when this piece comes out, so does this, and then we're all good to go. I don't see why they've said don't glue it. Because you can take the whole thing out when you do that anyway. And as for these pieces, they do say glue these. Onto his base, but they say do it that way around. Okay. Okay, well that makes sense. But then they also say put these on. I'm thinking that just goes on there, on his skeleton. And then what about this? Is that like his banner or something? I don't know where this would go. I need a top-down view, and they don't give us a top-down view. Ah, I think it just goes in like that. Haha. Yeah, I think that goes in. That's a lot of detail back there, isn't there? I like that. It's quite cool. it has a hole behind him. Fits quite well. It's best when you take Horus out. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's really excellent advice as always. Thank you for that. Yeah. Yes. We're almost finished. This is going on there, and that's that. I'm putting this on here right now. Okay, well maybe we can put that on there. Hello Ed, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, why not? Let's put this in as well. But we will. There is a hole right there, look. That's the hole it goes in. Yeah. We'll just tidy it up a little bit though, because it's a bit... Well, there's flash, you see. There's flash in 4 areas right here. Probably people will miss this. I don't know, but hopefully if they're watching the video, they won't miss it. Yeah, no, Drew, I totally agree. Like, I'd love to see some new Terminators. I really would. I totally agree with you there. Especially when, like, we compare them to the Tartarus pattern Terminators. The thing is, though, like, you're coming from the point, you're coming from the view of 40k. And in 40k, always been long established law that in each Terminator armor, there's a very small fragment of the Emperor's armor. That's law, that's canon. Can't change that, mate. So are you now wanting to, you know, mass produce Terminator armor with a little bit sliver of the Emperor's armor in there? Like, I understand it from like a bigger armor point of view, but whether it'll be called Terminator armor, I don't know. I mean, I would have thought, can't we just give them like refractor fields built into their armor or something, rather than giving them like a full-on invulnerable save from the Crux Terminatus, like, you know. Does this then pave the way for the big flyer, you know, for Primaris? That would be nice. I would have rather had the Overlord flyer than the Astraeus. Okay, almost finished this little piece. I will be doing the heat treatment tonight as well. We've we've got plenty of time. Like you guys have kind of got me until like 9 o'clock. So it does not mean that I'll be here all the way up until 9. Because I did start this about 2 hours and 10 minutes ago, so right, we can glue this in. I'm not really sure how that will officially fit in. I think it just goes in like that. I can't see why it wouldn't go in any other way. Maybe they've got it at a lower angle, possibly. But I think that's fine. That works. Let's put him on his base and heat treat this this cloak thing. That is actually we should. So many things that are wibbly wobbly on him. Kind of reminds me of Magnus. Drew, there's a lot of backtracking, my friend, a lot of backtracking. I understand it. I understand you like backtracking, but your initial comment was there'll be new true scale revisions of Indomitus pattern Terminators. Like, I'm only quoting what you said, my friend. Like, and it's gone from that to you don't mean newly made suits, but new miniatures. It's taken a while to get to that point. I don't know, like, yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Because they haven't done that so far. Like, they haven't made Space Marines, I say, true scale. They haven't kind of made revisions of existing things. They've always, in their own words, they've always there's always been something behind the reason why things are, in your words, you know, better proportioned. You know, Primaris, not really Space Marines anymore. Some of them have died crossing the Rubicon. They are Space Marines, but they've got those extra organs and things like that. So, and it's not given to all of them, is it? It's only given to a few of them. So they've kind of used that as a justification. So what would be the justification if they're just refreshing, if they're just making new Terminator miniatures, like not new suits of armor for Primaris? What's the justification? Because they always have to justify it in lore, and they have done so far. Because I'm with you, like, the moment they can't justify it, you know, Games Workshop, in my opinion, should have said a long time ago, guys, we're refreshing the entire range of Space Marines. They've been around for 30, 40 years. We're just going to make them better proportioned, slightly bigger, all this, and then not had the whole Primaris stuff and, you know, all the rest of that. They should have just, you know, there would have been a few people that were a bit annoyed about their existing armies and things, maybe, but they could have said, well, you can still use them, they're legacy Space Marines, all this lot, but they didn't. They kind of, there was this kind of halfway house, and you'll find that a lot with Games Workshop. They, you know, look at the, you only have to look at the Contemptor Dreadnoughts now that are coming out with the resin sarcophaguses. You know, you only have to look at them. It's like a halfway house. They can't commit. They can't commit to fully having plastic Legion Contemptors, and they also can't commit to keeping them in resin or improving the resin. See what I mean? And then Revan's chirping up about the, oh, it's all about copyright and all this lot. I don't know. I think at the very baseline of it, it's just another way of making money. Like, I know it's very obvious, the writing is on the wall, but they are a business at the end of the day. And what's better, you know, for an army, for Space Marines, a faction that sells so much, that sells more than all of the other armies combined, what's the best way of making more money out of them? Selling them to you again. Here I am building okay, it's a Primark, but you know what I mean. Like, on the basic level, I don't think they're really scared of losing their copyright over the word Space Marine or whatever. They've had Adeptus Astartes for a long time, since the 90s. You know, I think it purely is from a making money point of view. I really do. And at the moment, I have no idea how I'm going to glue this onto this, whether to glue it onto his base, or I might just glue it to his base, you know. Yeah, like underneath, like there. We'll see how this plans out. Let's see how this pans out, okay? This is Super's famous last words here. Right, I kind of got an idea of how this is going to go on. Yes, Ed, definitely. And you know what? Brilliant. The more money they get, the more fantastic miniatures we're going to get. So if they're not making money, they're not making profit, we ain't going to be getting any. It's going to go back to where it was. Would you be happy with 2 new releases a year? Actually, I would. With this channel. Crikey, there'd be a lot of painting videos, wouldn't there, all of a sudden? No, I'm in a good position that I don't have to, I don't fully dependent on this channel whatsoever. But there are plenty of other YouTubers that are. You know what? They just go into other hobbies or other model ranges probably. I think this is going to work. In my head, this is going to work. So they say don't glue this. You know what, Forge World? I'll glue what I like. They're ruining their own universe. Yes, Brandon, Games Workshop are ruining everything, aren't they, my friend? They're ruining it massively. Competition is so close to them. You know, they're in real dire straits. I see discounts all the time, and you know, then things aren't being sold out within a couple of minutes. You're right, Brandon. You're completely right. Could you just like send me some of your Games Workshop shares? Just, you know, because they're doing so badly. Like, you've got no need for them, so you might as well just throw them my way. I know, right? I know. It's so bizarre. Like, everybody loves capitalism. Like, you've got everything at your fingertips. The internet, food. You don't even need to go and fetch food anymore or whatever. Or you know, takeaway. You can just like go on your phone or on your watch or whatever and get food sent to you. That, you know, everybody loves capitalism, but then when there are companies, big companies making a lot of money, they have a problem with that. Well, you can't have it both ways. Like, it's still better than the alternative, don't get me wrong. Like, it's, you know, it's, yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? I know, it's shocking. It really is shocking. That's the thing, like, which is quite refreshing, I guess, that you get from me, is I'm not out here trying to make money. I don't ask for money. You know, I'm humbled by the support. but I'm fortunate that I don't need to do this to, you know, survive. I have other jobs, so I don't have like a family to support from, you know, YouTube and things like that. I think you lose a little bit if you're trying to make YouTube like your business or your living or something like that. And it's good because I can be passionate about this. You know, if it was the job, which it never will be, I'll tell you that, would I be negative about things? Would I even be able to have this kind of conversation with everyone? No, I wouldn't. I'd have to kind of be quite positive about it all the time, and that would just wear you down, I think, if you couldn't say anything negative about this hobby. I'm very fortunate that I can. Oh, we've got wobbly base syndrome right now. Maybe I shouldn't have glued that thing on. Proper warpath today. Yep, proper warpath. Am I messing with you, Brandon? Hang on. Whose channel are you watching? I mean, you can stop the live stream, Brandon, if you want. Do you want to stop my live stream? Oh wait, yeah, sorry. No, I'm just after your Games Workshop shares because you're saying that Games Workshop are doing so badly and they're ruining their own franchise, like worse than Disney. You know, they're not. There are a lot of things that Games Workshop do that are very questionable. You know, I give you that. Like, and I critique them a lot because I've got so much passion, and I want to see them do well. I want to see them create more fantastic miniatures and upscale. Nearly said upscale. Upgrade ranges and things. I really do. But yeah, there's some decisions like that Dreadnought decision, which I just think, really, that's just yeah. Freelance super. I'm a free blade. How about that? Oh, I love a good free blade. Anyway, here's a question for everyone. Horus Ascended versus Sigismund. Now, shall we have a little... anyone got any dice? I've got loads of dice down here. But Sigismund versus Horus. That'd be a good little scrap, wouldn't it? Oh, I don't think Horus would be able to take his saves, would he? His invulnerable saves. Oh, he wouldn't be killed outright though, would he? That's the other thing. Primarks can't be because of their eternal warrior thingy. Anyway, I think I'm kind of done with Horus. Yeah. All the loud YouTubers complaining about the price increase. Am I complaining about it? I always complain about the prices, don't I? I always do. I'm not a loud YouTuber though, I don't think. Great diorama potential, yeah, great diorama. Oh, so you know we're getting the startings of the Siege of Terror here, guys. You know, we've got Horus Ascended, we've got Angry Ron, you know, we've got Sanguinius over there, we've got the Khan. Who else do we need? Oh, we've got Magnus, obviously. I'll probably say we need the plastic Magnus, don't we? That would reflect Siege of Terror a bit more. Who else would we need? We'd need Fulgrim. We don't have Fulgrim anywhere. But yeah, there we go. I think I'm kind of done with Horus. Sorry, Christoph. There is no way you can ever resolve this issue. I don't know about that. I probably will heat treat. I think the issue with this is this lip here. I think that should be higher up. And what I'll do is I'll break my Horus like a fortune cookie and move that up higher and we'll glue that and we'll see where we go from there. No worries, no worries. I think we need to heat treat, but I don't think the Emperor even said that, did he? I'm going to break Horus like a fortune cookie. Right, so we'll raise that up so that gives us a bit more breathing space in there. Because if I'm honest, I don't think that was glue. That was attached properly. Don't tell Super that. But, right, and then... Oh, that's better. That's... no, it's still awful. That is better than it was, though. I mean, I would be happy with that. I might heat treat that, but there is a big gap there, look, between that antenna. What is that that's causing that? I think it is just shoulder pauldron, you know. I think don't glue that left shoulder pauldron on before you're fully committed. But yeah, other than that, that's worked out. There must be something down here. Yeah, that gap is awful, isn't it? Heat treat might do it. You need a fair amount of heat though, because that's a solid piece, and you might end up bending those antennae. I'm trying to think of where else that is snagging on. Not there. Nothing to do with that. It is just this shoulder pauldron. We'll have a few more goes with that, but because that piece should be further along. And how have I bent that again? I have. Terrible. Why does he have to have... Oops, that was really not good. Why does he have to have so many trinkets? I'll do. Okay, I've had enough playing about with him, but yeah, I'd sort of heat treat that. I'd focus all the heat there and then have another go. But that is it for my live stream tonight. Hope you've enjoyed it. No worries, no worries. Well, thank you ever so much for joining me, everyone. I will be back hopefully Wednesday. Like, Wednesday seems good. I might be painting. Yeah, we'll see if I'm painting. But yeah, thank you so much for joining my little angry rants today. Yeah, I'll speak to you soon. I'll be in Discord now for a chat as well. So thanks again, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Enjoy the videos. Thank you for watching. The Emperor protects, as Horus says. Good night, everyone.